Today I'm going to show you how I assembled this Squid Game themed mechanical keyboard. I'm going to be using this GamaKay LK67 bare bones kit, which is the same keyboard kit I shared a few weeks ago, but this time the case is translucent black instead of white. This keyboard has 67 keys and it's a 65% keyboard. It also has a very useful rotary knob on the top right. As I mentioned, it's a bare bones kit, which means that you'll have to add your own switches and keycaps to finish the build. The case is already fully assembled and it features a hot swap PCB, mounting plate, plate foam, and stabilizers. It also comes with accessories including a 2.4 GHz USB receiver to use with wireless mode, a USB-C cable, and a keycap and switch puller. To begin, I brought out my pink silicone work mat from American Haptics. I've used this bare bones kit for 2 builds in the last few months, so I already know that these stabs are pretty decent out of the box. I usually remove them and lube the housings a bit, but this time I decided to skip this step and get to lubing the wires instead with my stabilizer grease syringe kit from the Keycaps company. You can get 5% off this super handy kit by using my code MOCHI. As I mentioned, the stabilizers in this are already decent, but I like to add this to the wires for better sound and to eliminate any extra wire rattle. The stabs are already pre-clipped, feel very stable, and sit tightly in the board. The spacebar also has 2 silicone pieces covering it, which will help dampen the sound a bit and prevent debris from getting into the case. I also love that this kit happened to come with stabilizers in this color combo of teal and white because they match the theme of the board really well. They're similar colors to the tracksuits that the main characters wear in Squid Game. For switches, I'll be using C³Equalz Dragonfruit tactile switches that I bought from the Keycaps company. These were lubed with Tribosys 3203 and filmed with Durock films. I went with these because the switch housings are a similar color to the pink soldiers in Squid Game. I added them to my board, fixing any bent pins along the way with my fine-tipped tweezers. Here's how the board looks so far, and here's how it looks while plugged in with the RGB shining through the switches. I know that the switches won't be seen after the keycaps are put on, but I do like how quick and tactile the Dragonfruit switches feel. I've used these in several hot swap builds in the past and I always enjoy using them. For keycaps, I'll be using the 456 keycap set sent to me from Antidote Studio. The package comes with a sticker and a keycap puller. These keycaps are PBT dye sublimated with a cherry profile, and the set of 128 keys includes a ton of novelties you can choose from that feature characters and symbols from the show. As I added my keycap set to the board, I noticed that it also had Korean characters on the legends. For Artisan keycaps, I'll be adding a set of 4 Artisans sent to me from Hirosart. The set features 3 pink soldiers with 3 different masks and 1 masked Frontman. These are made out of resin and I love that they have a lot of detail. I added them to my arrow keys with the pink soldiers on the bottom 3. After looking at the final build, I decided to change a few novelties because the ones on the bottom right and escape key were really short compared to the keys around it. Now that that's done, here is the finished keyboard. I grabbed my coiled cable from Personal Loot and plugged it in to check out the RGB. With the case and switches being translucent, it looked really great overall, and I think the keycaps had pretty nice looking contrast against it. I don't always keep the RGB on when I use my keyboards, but for this build, I'll definitely want to keep it. To use this keyboard with your device, you can use the included 2.4 GHz USB receiver, which is my personal favorite way to connect it because it's so simple. You can also pair it using Bluetooth mode without a receiver, or connect it via USB-C. Overall, I'm very happy with the end result of this Squid Game themed keyboard. My usual color choice for cases are white, pink, and frosted white acrylic, so this is actually my first dark colored keyboard. That being said, it has inspired me to keep creating darker builds, and with how interesting these keycaps are to look at, I'll be pulling this keyboard out pretty often for working at my desk. It's really fun to type on, and I love looking at the RGB effects through the case and between the keys. I enjoy using the knob when I need to change the volume on my device on a whim. Because I'm able to switch connection types so easily, I've been able to use it on multiple devices, switching whenever I need to, quickly and efficiently. As for the keycaps and the theme of this board, I'm a big fan of the show, so I really like the overall look. I think this design will definitely cater to anyone who watched the show and liked it. Antidote Studio always does a great job with their keycaps, so I do recommend checking this and other sets out on their website. This is my third keyboard kit in this style, and I really think it's a pretty good budget keyboard. If you're new to this hobby and want to find a bare bones kit to start with, I highly recommend checking this one out. At the time of filming this video, the kit is listed on Banggood at $62.99 USD. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It also comes in other colors like translucent white and blue as well. If you enjoyed this keyboard build and want to see more dark builds like this, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Happy New Year to everyone here on YouTube, and I can't wait to share my builds for 2022. Thanks for watching!